chapter 6, lesson 3. And I guess the form or the method we're learning is elimination. This is the last one we will learn.
Yeah.
Okay?
Was that the man that robbed his head before the water?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're robbing.
I won't get it done in time. Now, if you look at this, you should be able to notice, number one, that do you remember how when we did substitution, we had the x and the y, they was kind of already by themselves, right? It was like a 1x or a 1y. Do you see a 1x or a 1y? No, that's when elimination is easier, okay? Because sometimes when you solve for the other one, you have to divide and things like that, and it starts getting messy and you get fractions, okay? So now the next thing you should notice, look at the y's. One is a plus 5y, one is a minus 5y. When you do elimination, you want the x and the y on the same side, okay? Theoretically speaking, you should be able to do that, I hope. So when you look at when you look at elimination, we're going to look at it like this one is stacked on top of this one, okay? And I draw a line underneath it, and we're going to put them both together. So if I have a 5y and a minus 5y, what happens to those? They cancel out.
So plus 5 and negative 5, they cancel out?
Right. So now I have 2x and 6x. They're both positive, right? So I add them. So what is 2 plus 6?
8.
So 8x. Here I have 17 and negative 9.
17 minus 9?
8. Is 8?
Yeah.
So now what?
Divide by
8.
on both sides.
X equals 1. So now what do I need to do? I found x. What's the other one?
Go back
And find y. Okay, so you can pick either one. I'd probably pick this one. Number 1, it has no negatives. Number 2, it kind of has smaller numbers right there. Okay? Doesn't matter. Grace could pick the bottom one. You'd still get the same answer. Okay? So the 2x plus 5y equals 17. We'll plug a 1 in right there. Write this down, those of you who are not, because this is only the beginning.
I think it's harder than this.
A little, yeah. Minus 2. Now, right now, I'm doing something you should already know how to do. Y equals 3. So x is 1, y is 3. This is what it really needs to look like. So I'm going to pause and give you a second to finish writing and ask some questions.
So there should always be one that has, or there should always be a certain number in each one that will eliminate these.
Yes, but it will not always be as easy as that one. Sometimes it'll be like,
Fractions.
no, sometimes they won't be the same. You'll have to make them the same. And I'm going to show you those next. Okay, that's the ones that I think are a little harder. Okay, but y'all know, I think y'all know your multiples pretty decently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I might, I don't know.
You say that, you just don't know.
I don't know what multiples are. I know.
It's like skip counting, 36,
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You'll know those pretty okay.
I don't know the first one.
Oh, hush. Any other questions so far? Any questions on this one? Why did you do that? Why did I do that? How did you do that?
Nope.
Not yet?
I don't guess so. Yeah, not yet. That's their way to put it.
Alright, so this one, the next example. So if you look at this one, right away I'm not given an easy solution, right? But can I turn 5 into 15?
Yes.
Right, multiply by 3. But do you remember how we talked before how it's not fair to just multiply one thing in the equation?
When you have to multiply all of them by negative 3 though?
No, because that'd make this a plus 15.
Oh.
Did you hear what she said? She said, wouldn't I multiply by negative 3? You want them to have opposite signs. This one's already a minus, so I'm good. Okay? So what I do is write this one right next to it. I didn't change the first one.
Mine's already got room.
I don't know. Write it underneath it. And then I go ahead and I change this one. 3 times 7 is 21x. 3 times 5 is the minus 15y. And then 3 times 17, 51. I was fixing to have to multiply in my head. So now I have a plus 15 and a minus 15, right?
So eliminate those.
So I can eliminate those. So now I can just draw my equal sign underneath it. Okay? So a negative 2 and 21, what's that equal? Negative 19, right. 19x. Those cancel. And then 83. Divide by 19 on both sides.
I thought the top one was negative 32.
Was it? Oh, it is. I missed that. Thank you. Negative 32. Thank you. So, if that was 52, so 19?
Yeah.
Again? Oh, heck. These are getting too easy. So, x is 1 there.
And you see, I wrote that in pens.
So, now, I mess up on these. My math is you will lose
What did you
negatives.
do right there?
What did I do?
2x and 21x.
I put them together. What's negative 2 and 21 together? 19.
Okay, so you like subtracted 2
I'm
from
telling you,
Yes.
I remember how to do all this stuff.
You will.
I couldn't remember.
Me?
how to do it At one
Yeah.
time.
This is, how old am I? 20? I'll be 30. I'm doing this since I was 21. Teaching it since I was 21.
Did you do this in 8th grade?
I remember. Okay, so now, you want to plug that x back into one of the original ones. You don't want to plug it back into one of those. Okay? So you want to plug it back into one of these two black ones over here. You pick. Which one do you want to do?
Top.
The top? Grace says the top. So here we go. Negative 2 times 1 plus 15y equals negative 32. Okay, so it's 2. This part you should be able to do by yourself. So y equals negative 2. X is 1. Y is negative 2. Are you writing yours in ordered pair answers?
Now I am.
Uh-huh. Please write them in ordered pair answers. That's exactly how you will see them on your EOC. You will see them as ordered pair answers. So get used to that. Questions on this one?
X and then Y?
Yeah, X first. Alphabetical order. Both times I found X first, but that doesn't have to be the case. Okay? You can find Y first. It doesn't matter which letter. Okay? It's whichever one works out easiest. Okay? So, let's look at one now where I have to multiply both equations. Give yourself some room to the side here. Okay? So you can do this one. Let me extend the page. Alright. Ready? And there's two different ways to do this one, and it will be your choice. and 3. If you look at the X's, the 4 and the 3, what number would I have to get to? What? 12, right? If you look at the 2 and the 3, what number would you have to get to? 6. Usually I pick the one that I'm most comfortable with. I mean, if you're most comfortable with the 12 and your 4s and 3s, hey, whatever. If you're more comfortable with your 6, pick that one. I feel like 6 is smaller, so do you want to go to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, what would I multiply this one by?
3.
A 3. But now, what would I multiply this one by?
2.
-2.
A negative 2.
Oh, okay.
Because this one's a plus 6, so I got to change the sign here. So I make it a negative 2. Could I have made this one a negative 3 and this one a positive 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't matter. Cameron just picked the 3 first, so that's the one I wrote down first. Okay? Most often, that's exactly what I do. I write the positive number first, and then I think, okay, do I need a negative? Probably. Okay? So let's rewrite these. 9x plus 6y equals 3. Don't forget to do all of them, okay? This one, minus 8x minus 6y equals 4, okay? So now they're stacked on top of each other. 9x minus 8x, what's that? 1x, yeah. Those cancel, equals, oops, I almost put 12, should be 7. Alright?
You added those.
I did. So now what?
Is the video on?
Divide by
One on each side.
You could,
Okay.
right. So x equals 7. 1x and x are the same thing, so x equals 7. So now what?
you have to plug it back into the other one.
Right, I have to ignore these, right, and put it back. Most of the time what I did when I was doing these a lot is instead of erasing, I would just look back in my book, okay, and I would say, well, which one was the easiest, do I think? And you pick. I think the top one's the easiest. It's got the smallest numbers, doesn't have a negative, right? So 3 times 7 plus 2y equals 1 minus 21
Y equals -2. Divide by 2.
y equals what?
Equals
Negative 10. So to write that as an ordered pair,
7 and 8.
that's correct.
I actually understand this one.
This one is my favorite because it makes more sense to me.
It's easier.
And that's why I tell you that, yes, on your EOC, you will be able to pick any of these 3 you want to use. How are they going to know which method you use? We don't turn in scrap paper. How do they know? They don't. You have to be able to do them all for your test for me, but to be successful, you have to be able to do substitution or elimination, your pick, and graphing. To be successful in math, okay? Like on tests. Now, when you get into Algebra 2, you will see the need for both of them. But if you're only good at elimination, that's okay. I've had kids who are just not good at substitution. I struggle with substitution because I sometimes, well, I don't see, like I can see those. I can immediately see how to compare 3 and 4. I immediately know those, okay? Now, sometimes when I'm looking for substitution, I don't immediately see what I need to do first. That's just me. So I understand your struggle. So these, huh?
Either way, easier.
I thought so too. So why don't we start practicing on some? And I'll just go ahead and throw all of them at you.
How are we
All
getting?
of
Well,
all of them 1 through 6.
no. Like all of the mixtures. So
It's gonna be like 1 through 40.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Please don't make it too hard.
I'd be up.
Let's do 7 through 25 odd. I'm gonna make,
And
give me a second.
31 through 33 all. Okay.
Huh?
I don't know. I guess because that's what it normally is. Something like that.
Page 382. 7 through,
Is this our homework?
yes. Odd.
I wish we did have a rating this last class. We could do this.
He's right.
You like to do math? What?